And we're recording.
It was recording. Well, I'm like, hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we're 3 Trails Stitchers. So if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. If you are a subscriber and you're coming back, welcome back. So this week we had spring break. Sarah and I had spring break. And Whitney took off Wednesday and we went to Tulsa. Where we went. I'm half asleep. I don't know why. We went to Tulsa and went to the Silver Needle, had some Whataburger, and we have some haul to show you, but we'll do that towards the end. So it was fun. I mean, it was fun. It was really not a bad drive. It's about 4 hours to Tulsa. On the way there was not a bad drive. On the way back was like torrential rain.
It was awful.
Because Wednesday was the day that a lot of areas around here and in the South were having really bad storms, or they were predicting really bad storms. So we did not see any, tornadoes or anything, but lots of rain, lots of wind, few wall clouds.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a little nutty. But other than that, like if it was a decent weather day, it's not a bad drive from Kansas City. It's pretty easy.
No, the way down there was fine.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get out of town. So any hoozle, I guess we'll just, you guys have anything you want to add?
I don't think so.
Up in there. Anybody have any finishes?
No.
I finished a part of a SAL. Does that count?
I
Sure.
feel like that counts. Yes.
All right. So I finished part 3 of the Funky Menagerie SAL.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that praying mantis.
I love the praying mantis and I love the squid. It makes me so happy. I love all of it.
So there's one more part.
There's one more part, comes out, I think March 31st. And I've really, really enjoyed it. So now I want to do other samplers with little animals and stuff on them, but I'll talk about that later.
This isn't like a total finish either. I finished the border for Little Dove Cross Stitches, Wizard of Oz SAL, Follow the Yellow Brick Road SAL.
I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Me too.
No, because I'm totally going into it. I mean, it's a mystery stitch along, so everybody's going in blind, but I just like saw it. It was totally an impulse thing, but I like the border, and it was easy to stitch because it's like, this is like 2 colors, single lines, and then these little red heart things. So it was honestly, it was a pretty easy stitch. I went pretty quick on it, and it's just on like 14 count fiddler's cloth. So that's it. That's my somewhat finished. The first part doesn't come out till April 11th or 10th or something like that. So got some time. Whips, I guess. Do you want me to start with whips? I only have one whip. I started after I finished the border. I had kitted up because my grand plan was like 1 new start a week in March, which basically I've done. Because I did Silence of the Lambs, I did this Wizard of Oz border, so that was a new start, and then this one, so I'm pretty much done it. We'll see if I get another one, but so I started what I had kitted up, which is Satsuma Street's Gemini, and that's where I am.
Ooh,
wow,
you got a lot done on it.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, there's a million color changes, as all Satsuma Streets have, but it actually stitched up pretty quick. So I don't know that I'll finish it today, but there's a chance. Because I don't know, it just depends on how much I stitch. So I just have her dress, and then there's like a vine that comes up here and goes over, and then it's like a big flower thing.
I love that.
So,
I know, it's really
I
pretty.
really like the colors, and there's back stitching on the face, which I'll probably do, but honestly, I
don't know that it really needs it.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'll decide at the end if I want to do that. So, but I just love her colors.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
It's always bright.
So that's my only whip.
I have 2. So I have a little Halloween.
Oh, you got a lot done.
No.
Oh,
I mean, I still have quite a bit. Like, he still has part of his beard.
Yeah.
And, like, his feet. I think there's a cat. But so
That's cute. I love
worked on that. And then I worked some more on the thing for my mom. So I got the tree all completely done.
Oh, nice.
Do this. And then started on the truck,
Looks good.
which is gonna be stressful.
So does the truck go lower than the snow on the other side? Like lower than the.
I think so. You know,
Oh.
honestly, I don't know. I haven't
The
looked
truck looks,
at
it looks so big in the pattern. You know what I mean?
It does. It looks, but it's got like a Christmas tree in the back of it. And so now I'm curious, but hang on a second.
It looks like that's like the focal point when you look at the
Yeah,
pattern.
it does go.
Oh,
lower.
okay. Yeah. So it is big. Yeah.
There are words down there too. So,
Yeah.
so I figured I'm just gonna push through it and get it done. I'm gonna power through it. Those are my only two bits. I haven't worked on anything else but those two things.
So I finished the Lindy stitches, and then I'm working on our SAL for the month, my MI Studios Easter.
That's cute.
I love him. He's so cute. And here's what I have done.
And it looks so good on that fabric.
Yeah,
it really
good.
does. I'm really
Perfect.
happy I picked this.
You can see the sparkle like through the thread.
Yeah. So, and I think when he's done, I think I'll turn him into like a stuffy,
That's what I was thinking about mine too.
because I could kind of just cut around, and
Yeah.
Cute.
so that's probably what I'll keep working on today.
So if you have an MI Studio Creates pattern that you would like to stitch, feel free to join us. I've not started one yet because I'm behind on the time, so loser. But our hashtag is #TTS
MI Studio SAL.
Yeah. MI Studio.
And Sarah will probably put it down below. I think she usually does that.
She's good about that.
And yeah, I'm good about that.
So now, I guess the big part is our haul.
Woo!
So much haul.
We
So
supported
much.
the Silver Needle, and I have a few other things too. So I
And
guess
we don't have Mom's haul. I wonder if I can find a picture of it.
oh, what we bought her.
Yeah. I think I took a picture.
First of all, look what I got. My Lego Amelia Earhart came.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I kind of want to find an Amelia Earhart pattern.
Oh, yeah.
To go next to it.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
So this was a freebie from Lego store. Like if you spent so much money, I mean, it's not free because you have to spend like $100 to get it.
Yeah.
But I saw it and I ended up buying it from eBay because I haven't bought like big Legos in a long time. So, all right. So what did I purchase? So we went to the Silver Needle. We drove down there. The weather was lovely.
And the people there are amazing.
Yeah.
They're the nicest
He
people.
can't say enough nice things about them.
Yeah, it's overwhelming how much stuff they have.
Yes.
It's just like you could spend all day and you could buy all the things, which we pretty much did. But they were incredibly friendly, offered to help lots of times. We chit-chatted with them about various things. Just really nice. It was a really nice experience. And I don't know if Tulsa's under a mask mandate, but they were, of course, required masks, which is we're totally used to because that's how Kansas City is. And so I felt that's probably the longest I've been in a store in a long time, and I felt completely safe, and it was just a good experience. So
yeah, it was. I'd definitely go back.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we would drive to like Cecilia's in Branson in a day, so it's not really that much further than driving to Branson.
It's really not.
No,
No.
not really.
Yeah. So that's the good thing about being in the middle of the country is there's
Sure.
with the driving distance. Okay, before I start that though, I got this off of Stash Unloading. It's
Cute.
Halloween medley, and it was cheap. It was like, I don't know how much it was, $6, something like that. But I thought it was cute. I mean, I won't have the button. There's like 2 buttons, but I could always buy buttons if I want. And I think
and you can probably order them from Is it just another button company?
Just another button, yeah.
I really think it'll be a pretty quick stitch, so I got
It's cute.
that in the mail. And I think that's the only, I ordered something else from Stash Unloading, but I don't think I got it. I'm trying to think. Okay. So I purchased like a variety of things. Some stuff that I've just wanted forever. And you put in your cart or your wish list on 1, 2, 3, and you just don't buy it. So I got, and I'm sorry for glare. That won't be too bad. This is Bent Creek Liberty. It's a snappers. It says that Liberty the house. I don't know. Let freedom ring. I'm sure some of you have seen it before.
It's cute.
Did it
I
come with
love
the
it.
buttons?
Huh? Yes, it has the buttons.
Okay.
I think I was trying to figure out how many buttons. I think there's 3, 4. I saw this a long time ago. I don't know if somebody stitched it on Instagram or what, and I loved it, but just it's a little pricier of a thing because it comes with buttons, and it was like a special release. So I hadn't bought it. It was in my wish list forever, and I don't know. I love it. So I bought that. I bought this Lucy Beam Stitch Always, which I think is super cute.
It's cute.
That is
Cushion
super
on her
cute.
noggin.
Sorry, it sounds like there's oh, okay. I thought there was a helicopter hovering above my house. No, it's my neighbor across the street starting his motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a nice day here. So like I've already had a neighbor that was like revving his motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't already been out, but it did. It literally sounded like a helicopter was hovering above my house. And the only other time that's happened is when the police were chasing someone through our neighborhood.
Yeah, they're loud. So there's a guy at
Very
the end
glad
of my
it was
street that-
powered and not the cops.
There's a guy at the end of my street who has a motorcycle. The guy next door to me has one. And so every once in a while, a little roar to life.
Yep. Rev 'em up.
Sorry, go ahead.
It is beautiful out. So I get
It is
wanting to-
beautiful. Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm a big fan. Have I stitched any of her stuff yet? No, but I own quite a bit of it. So I'll consider myself a fan of Open Road Abode, who is Melody. What's her last name? Anyway. So I bought this one, which is Sepia Celebrate America #1. And I think when she released this, I believe this is based on a place in Nashville, but I could be totally wrong. But I really like it. I just think it's cool. She does
Yeah,
lots
her
of
patterns are neat.
other ones during my plans that I like of hers. I bought this little tiny modernist Biscornu because it looks like Mr. Tumnus from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm gonna guess that's probably what she based it off of.
I am too, because the lamppost is there
Yeah, and he's got the scarf,
and he's freaking adorable.
Lucy scarf. So anyway, so I liked it was, and I don't know, that was an impulse. All of these were impulse.
And
The
yeah,
whole
yeah,
trip was an impulse.
Yeah.
Okay. I got this Madame Chantilly, which is Halloween week.
I love this.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I think you can also, like, there's 2 different patterns. So you can stitch it like that or like the front.
Adorable.
I bought this Birds of a Feather, which I've liked for a long time. This one is Beware of Cat. I should have known that 'cause it says Beware of the Cat. So I have another Birds of a Feather, and I know they're harder to find now. I think there's some that are easier that are on 1, 2, 3, but I really like that one. And then my last purchase from there was this kit. It's a Bent Creek kit. It is Witch's Hat of Bats. And so it's a witch's hat that's made up of all little kind of like spooky things. And this comes with like the pearl cotton. This is 18 count linen. So this is going to be an adventure because you stitch over 2, and I've never done that before. But I figure if it's complete nightmare, then I can just stitch it regularly on regular Aida with other thread. Or buy like a 10 count Aida and still use the pearl cotton.
Oh yeah.
So that. And then the only other thing I got this week is my needle minder for the frosted pumpkin
Cozy Cafe.
cozy cafe. I want to say cozy cup.
And they had those back in stock last night, so I ordered one.
Super
Yeah,
cute.
she had some of her kits back in stock too.
I love me a macaron. And this one looks like it's a blueberry macaron that randomly has chocolate with it. I'm not mad at that.
Well, chocolate and fruit are just, they naturally go together.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So that was my haul. Could I have bought a million more things? Yeah,
Yes.
but that's what I bought.
Okay. So me.
Yes.
So I bought a linen kit like Carrie did, except this is the one I bought.
I love that one. So
I
Which
know,
I've
I'm
also
excited to stitch it.
not ever stitched like that. So
Yeah, we'll
it'll be
see.
an experience. And then this is called what? Hallowed Ground.
I love that one.
love that.
It'd be fun to stitch.
And I'd never heard of that designer before. I'm sure other people.
No, it's Lone Elm. What is it? Lone Elm Lane, Early Wooden Wares and Designs.
Yeah. I thought that was, I love that one.
I bought this to do, I think we've talked about before, but we have a house in southern Missouri that sits on a bunch of land. So I bought this pattern
Love
to
that.
hang. We have like a mud room, I guess, when you first walk in the door. So I bought that to do for down there. And then this is called 'Tis the Night.
Yeah, I wish I'd bought one of those.
And it has two little star buttons that go with it. I took everything out of the package, so I figured I'd have a glare. This is the Haunted Treehouse from Cricket Collection. It's a front and back.
I love that.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited to stitch that. And I guess you just make like a little stuffed pillow type thing from it. There's a thing on the back that shows you how to cut out for.
It makes me think of Hocus Pocus. I know that's not necessarily what the house looks like, but that makes me think
No,
of,
but it kind of has that vibe.
like the witches.
The little ghosts on the inside are super cute.
Oh, those
That's really
are-
cute.
Or on
So
the back,
cute.
I guess there is. And then I bought a Satsuma Street, which I have never stitched any of her stuff before, but I love this deer. It's so cute. And this is the first time I've taken out a package. The pattern is massive. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
huge.
oh, you mean like good size to see the pattern, or what do you
I
mean?
mean, both. Like it's huge. It's big. It's a big old pattern.
It'll
And then
go
I
quick.
bought what?
It'll go quick.
I think so. I mean, I'm excited to stitch her stuff. Then this is Salem Hornbook. This is
I love that.
My Plum Street. I found a new Plum Street. I really want.
yes, it's really cute. And I got to thinking, I think I may already have this.
What? The
Yeah.
Salem Horn book?
Yeah, I feel like I already have it.
Oh.
I
Girl,
could
you
be
need to
wrong,
get that inventory app.
but I need to go through. I feel like and then
Hmm.
here's one from the Dawn Thread that says Halloween.
I love that.
And this one has fancy stitches that I've never done before either, so that will be interesting.
Yeah. But I bet you can do it.
Not done too many. And then this is probably one of my favorite little things. It's a little pillow.
That's really cute.
So there's what the pattern looks like.
I love the little house.
Yeah, I love that.
And then the insert of the pillow looks like that. So I love to do these little pillows. I've done a few for my mom. They're probably one of my favorite things to do. And then I did buy, my mom does applique, so I bought her these little ornaments.
So cute.
That's cute. And they had like some Weeks Dye Works, wool felt wool and
Yeah, they had all kinds of
different
stuff.
kits.
And that is my haul.
All right. We did get a couple things for mom, but we don't have them. So we got her the 2021 Prairie Schooler Santa because she collects those,
I like him.
stitches them. I love that one. And then we got her, she's been making these strawberries. And so this is Sacred Seed Sampler. Oh no, Sacred
Scattered.
Seed Samplers.
I
Little
think it's
berries.
scattered seeds.
Scattered, not sacred. Oh my God, scattered.
That's cute.
Seed stealer. So, all right. So we got those for mom, and then I got.
I love that.
I love that.
hands-on design. It's around the holidays. It's live within your harvest, and it was like a little kit, and it comes with the pins and then the like velvet and the finishing stuff.
Oh, cute, neat.
Yeah, so I don't usually buy kits because it comes with like linen and to stitch on, and I don't stitch on linen, but I like that this came with the finishing items. So I'm very excited to stitch.
What count linen did it send? What did it have in it? Did it not have linen in it?
It didn't have linen in it.
Oh,
It
okay.
says to use
Just has the finishing.
32, so I'm just going to do it on 16.
Yeah.
But it just had the finishings. That's why there was I printed the picture. I'll show it later. Jardin Privé Festival des Fleurs. I can't speak in anyway. So Festival of the Flowers. And the way they had these finished is each one was a little individual pillow and a wooden bowl. And I happened to have a wooden bowl that I got down when we went to Buckner with Dad. So I'm gonna do these. I've already bought the floss for them. And I think this weekend, or not this weekend, maybe next weekend, I will start cutting up the fabric for them. And I think I want to do them almost, I want to try and find like a buttery, a cream color.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Yeah. And then I bought the work basket mini samplers.
I love these. I
love them so much. I cannot wait to do them. I also bought all the floss for that. And then I got my last seasonal heart in hand, bird in hand. So I got winter.
Oh, that's cute.
And then of course I immediately came home, and on 1, 2, 3, I ordered the other ones I'm missing, which is Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas.
Oh, awesome.
So now I'll have them all. I also got Birds of a Feather. I got Scared Silly.
I love that.
I love that cat. That's basically how my cat Fiona looks when a leaf goes across the card. And then I got the new punch needle permanent stitcher. If you haven't picked it up, oh my god,
there's some cute stuff in there. Yeah.
And I want to learn the needle punch just so I can do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's beautiful. Yeah. I want to learn to do that too.
Yeah. And so then I came home, and like I said, I immediately went to 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and I purchased those. And I purchased a Jeanette Douglas design called Vintage Animals. We saw it when we were down there. And so I asked on Instagram if there was any over 1, because it's supposed to be on 36 count over 2. And someone said the only thing was there's a little bitty hedgehog. So I figure I can fudge a little hedgehog.
Yeah.
And then I got on Lindy Stitches.
Sarah went crazy.
And I bought her Jackalopian tapestry pattern.
That I just saw that this morning. Is so cute.
Dude, I think I'm just gonna do the jackalope with his little basket. I think I'm gonna make a stuffy out of him to go with
so
my.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then I bought Hedgehog House, which I think she's gonna do 4 of these. I think there's gonna be 4 animal houses.
Oh,
I think that might have been in an old primitive stitching magazine.
I think she said that when she did she did like a Facebook video preview, and I think she said that. I think it had originally
I feel like somebody said
published in that. But the whole reason I wanted the hedgehog is because we saw a kit that I almost bought and then I didn't, because it did come with the linen and I knew I'd never use it. And it's for a little hedgehog needle book. It's Fern Ridge Collections. And I found, so I got me pictures. And I think I'm going to try and create a different, not their version, but I'm going to try and create a version of like a hedgehog with something for it to make my own self a needle book. Because I have that Brenda Keys book and it's got lots of different motifs in it. So I figured I could use those motifs to try and create something and make my own needle book. So that was my haul.
All the haul.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money.
We only did, and then I came home and spent more.
I didn't like, there was stuff I want. There's a Plum Street pattern that I really want, and I found it. I think Cecilia's has it, and I need to just order it because it's hard to find. I can't find it anywhere else, but I haven't done it yet.
Plum Street patterns I want, but I haven't seen them out in the wild yet, and that's the Sasquatch and the Yeti.
Yes.
Originally came out.
Yeah. I wonder if Cece's got them.
I don't know. They get a lot of Plum Street, so that'd be a good place for me to look.
Yeah. All right, so plans. I think like being down there kind of inspired me to dig stuff out and start things. Like I'm not starting a ton of things, but whatever, you know. Well, first of all, my new part of my Christmas wreath came out. I have to do that at some point, and it doesn't look terrible, but I said that about the last one. That Santa took me forever. So it's got like a big present. I should have taken a picture. It's got like a big present and more lights. And it's cute, but hold.
Stand by.
I have to take a picture because my iBooks will crash every 5 seconds. So what's it doing? Okay, I'm gonna pull it up here. So this is the new part.
Oh,
So,
cute.
so this present,
old-fashioned bubble light.
yeah, the bubble light, the star. So it's not, it doesn't look like too much. So we'll see. So I need to do that. The first part of the Cozy Cafe comes out next week, the 25th, I believe. So I'm gonna have to do that. And I never got fabric. So I've decided I'm just gonna do it on cheap fiddler's cloth from because I really enjoyed stitching that border on that fabric. So, okay, so then I was digging through to see which of these open road of bowed patterns I have, and I really want to start stitching some of these because I want to make like a national park wall with my some of my grandfather's pictures he took at national parks. So I have this one.
So neat.
Huh?
I said that would be so neat.
Yeah, I have this one that has 4 of the different parks in it. I have these that I had ordered. These I'd ordered from the Silver Needle before, and I can't show you the pattern, but this one is Sequoia, which I love. That tree would take forever.
That one's neat.
And then this is the Great Smoky Mountains one. And then I have this, which I bought the thread, and I've wanted to do this for a long time. It's Camp Will Be Gone, which is also.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And they had a model of it there stitched, and I mean, it's amazing. The colors are really
neat.
And then the other thing I found while I was looking for all these things is Carriage House Samplings Widow's Walk, which Pam from Keep Stitching stitched. I mean, it might have been 2 years ago now because 2020 was like a lost year. So it feels like stuff wasn't that long ago, and so I bought all the thread to stitch this. It's not really that big. It's only 89 by 92, but I know like that house is going to take me 20 years. And I really wanted some kind of fabric like this, but I was like, well, I have this copper kettle fabric from Coloring Cotton, but it's too brownish. So while I was going through my fabric, I found this that I dyed at some point.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Burnt brownish reddish. So I think I might do this on that.
Is it big?
Yeah, it's big enough because it's not very big pattern. I think I did 11 by 11 and it's like 12 by 12. So those are my plans. Am I going to start any of that? I'll do the wreath after I finish this Gemini thing. I'll do the wreath. So, but then I just being down there and seeing all the stuff, I was like,
you get super motivated when you're like in a place like that and all the things are many things were stitched up. And because I would love to start every one of these things right now, but I'm gonna keep working on the little thing for my mom because now I'm just determined just to
get it done.
I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
So then that way I may start on my little pillow because it's not very big. Something that I feel like right now, I feel like I have so many things that I've started that I need to like keep working on, like stay motivated to
Yeah, I
this
definitely
weekend, I'm
think
just gonna try to work on that truck.
my Mania goals are going to be like finishing things, not starting new things. So, because there's so many things and you stop doing it and then you forget about it.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, I need to finish that because I enjoy stitching it, but I just sat it aside. So
Yeah, well, and I end up sticking them in a drawer and then I forget about them. So, and then I move on to something else and I have a whole drawer of unfinished projects that I'm like, I need to go back and work on these. Like,
yeah,
make myself do it. But my plans this weekend are just to basically work on that, finish up that truck part on, hopefully be done with it. The rest of after that, it's words, so that won't take very long to get the words part done. But that's all. That's my goal, is to try to get as much done of that I can this weekend.
My goal is to work on my Easter gnome and try and see how far I can get on him this weekend, because I really want to I want to find some really buttery creamy fabric to start this. The flower pillow.
You know, what about that honey fabric from You Stitch Me, Carrie?
yeah, I don't know. It might be darker.
Might be too yellow.
Maybe.
And then I really want to.
I'm sure she has something though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get on and look. And I might have something, or mom might have something. I could always run over and steal from mom's stash. And then I want to work on designing a little needle case, kind of maybe, I don't know, my first foray into trying to design a pattern.
So I think that's a good idea.
So those are my plans. And I might do Mania with Carrie this year, and I might pick like, how many weeks are in May? 5?
Sure.
Well, like probably, I mean, let's see.
Well, I might like pick a project, like
weeks.
dedicate a whole week to
There's like
my bigger thing.
4 and 3 days.
Okay. So like, I want to get back to my Harry Potter. I want to get back to my Jim Henson. So I might like kind of like do like you're doing and just say that this week will be Harry Potter and I'll get as far as I can get. And this week will be Jim Henson. I'll get as far as I can get. So
yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do in May also.
Like maybe I'm gonna try not to like start anything new. Like,
yeah, like I won't start anything
new,
but my goal will be like, maybe I'll pick 4 projects and say, these are the 4 that I would really like to see how far I can get.
Yeah.
So, because I have a bunch of new stuff I really want to start.
I know, that's the worst part about buying all the new stuff.
Living room has been turned into my mega craft sewing art room. I have a drawer that I'm just putting finishes in. And so as soon as school's out, I really want mom to come over and do like a tutorial on finishing for us. And we would all fit in the living room now.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, right. And then like the 3 of us had talked about learning how to punch needle this summer. So
we need another craft.
Yeah,
we do. Yeah, all the crafts.
Yeah,
why not?
So that's it. That's my immediate plans, and then my in the future plan.
Yeah, as we get closer to May, and if we do come up with any Mania plans, we will for sure share them. But last year was very like informal. I just picked a couple of things I wanted to finish and set because everybody does it their own way. Some people do a new start every day, which I can't.
Oh, I can't imagine every day. Yeah.
That would instill such anxiety in me.
Oh,
I already have kitted up stuff back here, 2 baskets full that I need to separate what's kitted up to start and what's kitted up and I've already started.
Yeah.
Maybe that would give me less anxiety.
You need a whip basket.
I need a whip basket and I want to start this basket, which I may do. Plus I have
a good idea.
Floss I need to bobbinate.
Yeah.
And I just need to take an afternoon and get that done and figure out what
I have to do something about my floss situation.
Well, I think we have a plan
Real
for
rough
situation, but we just need to look at containers.
Yeah. So anywho, that is it for probably for stitching for us this week, which was mostly haul. My cats, I opened my front door. Like we have not had sun
in a week.
In like a week.
Yeah, like a full week.
A full 7 days, probably.
No sun, not like sun peeking through a cloud. no sun.
Not
So yesterday I woke up and it was sunny. And so both mornings and today it's sunny. I've opened the front door and the cats are like laying in the sun. They're so chill.
Loving it. Yes.
No one has attacked me or jumped on my back. It's because, I mean, we were in serious need of some sun in Kansas City.
Yes.
So as I'm sure a lot of other places are. So now the trees are starting to pop out. It's looking nice.
My lilac bushes have little tiny buds on them.
Yeah, I just yesterday, like the difference between when we went to Tulsa on Wednesday and when I was out yesterday to go to the store is like, there was like red buds popping out. The Bradford pears are going to start popping. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
On 30, I think it was on 35th. I don't know. Mom and I saw a tiny tulip tree that's starting to bloom.
Yeah, I saw like a weeping willow that we had leaves on it. It's just nice. And I mean, that rain has to pay off somehow.
Yeah, we saw a weeping willow that was full.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of year. I wish it was slightly warmer, but
it will be. It's supposed to be in the 60s this week, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
After it rains for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching an older, I think from a couple weeks ago, Amy Loves Toads, it's another Flosstuber, and she was like, it's been raining for 40 days. That's what it feels like here. So.
Yep, it sure does.
I do want to mention before we move on to Media Corner that there's a new Flosstube, Memphis Sarah E. So she's on Instagram as Memphis, I think it's memphis.sarah with an H .e. And she's been on Instagram for forever, you know, and shares her stuff, but she started a Flosstube and she put up her first video and it was great. She did a good job and she's a big Disney nerd. So woo-hoo! There's certain Flosstubers or just certain people on Instagram that will like, I talk back and forth with about Disney. So it's nice to have, it's kind of amazing how much crossover there is between like Disney nerds and cross stitchers. So anyway, so check her out. I think you'll enjoy it. She did a great job.
Whitney had to listen to a lot of Disney Talk Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Disney, not just quite as much as you guys do.
I know. But we sometimes forget other people, or like we'll do the same thing with Mom. We'll forget that Mom's even there, and Carrie and I will go off on these Disney tangents, and then we're like, oh, I wonder if Whitney's still in the back seat or if she jumped ship.
It's like, it's not even like interesting stuff. It's like, well, if we if we go in this gate and then we turn this way,
right.
No, but then we're gonna have to walk all the way to the front, and it's like
so should we take the bus or should we do this? And
it's like Disney Park.
It's like get to the buses 10 minutes early so that you can do, you know, it's I do have stuff, you know, it's not even like, oh, this was really good to eat. No,
it was fine. It was fine.
it was because I have a friend that I used to work with at the bookstore who her and her wife are at Disney for spring break, that they both work in education and they have not been since November 2019. I mean, they're both vaccinated now. They've been kind of like us and been pretty much self-quarantining for, you know, I don't know, what has it been, 5 years, something like that. So,
I think so.
And so they decided, you know, they were nervous about it, but they went. And so she's been commenting and telling me stuff about what it's like and things where areas where she felt safe and, you know, so anyway, that's why we were talking about it. So check out her Flosstube because she's great. All right, next up, we're going to move on to Media Corner. So if you don't want to hear what we're reading, watching, or listening to, you may just want to tune out now. But if you love listening to people ramble about random things, hang on.
Right place.
Here we go.
So I'll start. What am I reading? I went back to, I'm like so terrible. I sat the Andy Weir book to the side. I do want to finish it, but I just haven't. And I went back to, what is it? A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah Maas. I can never remember the name because they're all like similar titles. You know what I mean? They're all like a court of something. No, that's the old one. I don't know. I think it's A Court of Thorns and Roses. Because they're all like A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Mist and Fury. So I can never remember. So I went back to reading that and I'm a little over halfway through it and I'm kind of into it. I'm enjoying it. So listening to when we were driving to Tulsa, we listened to a few episodes of Down the Hill, which is about the Delphi murders, which have not been solved still, which happened in Delphi, Indiana. So it was interesting. I think the podcast is made by Headline News or CNN. So
yeah, it was interesting.
yeah, it's well made, and I'll finish listening to it. And I think there's a documentary, and I thought it was on Hulu, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know. And I watched 2 seasons of Fortitude on Amazon Prime. I had never watched it before, and it's sort of a mystery. We talked a couple weeks ago about The Head, which was on, what was that on?
HBO Max.
HBO Max. And it's sort of that similar feel, like it's a international cast. It takes place in the Arctic. It's got some spooky woohoo business, but it's good. The first season has Stanley Tucci. I love the Tooch.
Oh, I love him.
And then the second and I think third season have Dennis Quaid, who I also like. Dennis Quaid, not as much as the Tooch, but
Right.
and so it's interesting. I really like it. And there's a third season, and when you look it up, it says it's streaming on Prime. Is it streaming on Prime? No.
Oh,
I don't know if maybe it's streaming on Prime UK and not here yet, but
Oh, okay.
I'm tortured because the second season totally ends like it's just like Cliffhanger City, you know.
I hate that. Man, I hate that.
And this morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm gonna watch some SVU because why not? That's what I watch all the time. So, and April 1st, I think Stabler is coming back.
Yay.
Law and Order, what is it?
Organized crime.
Organized Crime.
Yes.
I only know that because you talk about it all
I'm
the
excited about that one.
I love Chris Maloney. I loved him on Oz. I love him on SVU. I'm ready. That's it.
My turn.
Yes.
Are you done with it? Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm not reading or listening to anything. I watched some more of the originals,
Hmm.
and then a couple years ago on A&E, they did a series called Night Watch, and it follows
Yeah.
the paramedics, the fire department, the police department in New Orleans. And Wade and I were completely hooked on that show. Well, they've decided to bring it back. So
Oh.
they've been having, it comes back next Thursday, which I'm so excited for. So they've been having marathons on like every day. So I've watched a lot of Night Watch because it goes back to my whole New Orleans thing. Like, I really want to love New Orleans. I really want to love it. I love the idea of it. And so, that's basically all I've watched is Night Watch and the originals.
Did they do a version of that show in New York? Because I swear the other night I was flipping through and there was something, I thought it was called Night Watch, but it was in New York.
I don't know. They've only done New Orleans and Tampa. I
Maybe
think are the two ones they've done. But they have a show on A&E called Live Rescue, and it follows multiple state departments. So that one has one in New York, I believe.
Maybe it was that.
But it's a great show. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do.
Why did we watch The Deadliest Catch for a million seasons, you know?
Because Josh Harris is hot.
I did like Josh Harris. I love The Deadliest Catch, but now it's
not the same. Like,
no. I think when he died, it felt
yeah,
bad.
when Captain Phil died, it hasn't been the same since then.
Yeah.
But so that's it. Those are the only things I've been pretty boring. Just
How many
vampires and
seasons-
paramedics.
How many seasons of the originals is there?
I think there's 3 from New Orleans, I believe, and I think there's 1 from Tampa.
No, the originals.
Of the originals? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There's 5 seasons, and I just started.
Wow, I didn't know there were that many.
Yeah, I mean it's like the same. Like the storyline never changes. It's just like what's gonna happen now? Somebody's gonna come in and ruin it and whatever. But I'm kind of hooked on it. So
At least Supernatural had a new catastrophe every season.
yeah, no, it's basically the same catastrophe, just involves new people.
Oh,
Like they get over one hurdle and then like somebody else comes in and causes the same issue, and then they get rid of that one and then somebody else comes in and causes the same issue. But
you'd think they'd learn.
You would think so. I mean, they're vampires. They've been around for like 1,000 years.
Yeah, right. Get with the program.
You would think they would know by now, but no, apparently not. So that's it for me.
Sarah, lay it on
Right.
us.
I have not been reading anything, and I really need to start reading my book, my Mark Twain book, so I can write my quiz by April 1st. And I may just have to download the audiobook because I don't know. I just haven't felt like it, which as a librarian is a terrible thing to say, but you just kind of go through those phases.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah. Listening to, I'm caught up on The Opportunist, which this season is about Sherry Shriner, who was basically an internet cult
leader.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you're looking for something that'll make you go, what?
What?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah, that's it. That is definitely it mixes the rise of the lizard people, reptile people, and the end days and something called Oregon and
Not Oregon.
Crazy.
not Oregon. No, not the state. And dead people. And I mean it's a little bit crazy. And I think I'm gonna, what was that one called that we listened to, Carrie? Down the Hill?
Down the Hill.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to download that one and start listening to that. And then Carrie mentioned on the last one, The Chameleon. So I'll probably start listening to that because stuff just isn't coming out fast enough on my other ones. And most of these are pretty short. So I get through them like on the way to work.
Yeah.
I
listen to so many different ones that like I forget, and then because that's the problem, like if they release them weekly like most podcasts, and then like I'll listen to the first 5 or whatever's out and then I'll forget about it, and then like a year later, oh, I never finished that. So
yeah. And then I watched so season 3 of Mr. Mercedes finally came out on Peacock, and I binged it hard on Thursday.
I need to watch that.
Oh, so good. And so there's got to be a season 4. They're just, they cannot leave it like that. And then I started watching Fortitude. So I watched it most of the day yesterday, and that's probably what my plans are today and tomorrow. I think that's it.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
There you have it.
There's some entertainment ideas and options for you. So we watch, listen, read pretty varied things. So I feel like somewhere within our ramblings, you might find something that interests you. I was thinking I felt like there was something else I watched while I was talking, but I watched that Fortitude really quickly.
Winter Soldier yet?
I've not watched it. I finished WandaVision because I had waited because I don't know. I kind of wanted to watch it before Falcon and Winter Soldier started, so I would have no waiting room. So what did I do? I watched WandaVision, then I haven't watched Falcon, but I'm excited to watch it. I did watch Captain America Winter Soldier the other night in preparation, which of course I've seen a million times. But I'm pretty excited about it. I don't think it'll be, and I've heard like it's not WandaVision, it's not, but they think it'll improve over time. I'm sure that I'll love it no matter what. I'm not that harsh of a critic. I mean, it's really just filling the time until
Loki
comes out, which I'm most excited about because first of all, I love Loki, Tom Hiddleston, and I love Owen Wilson's on it, who I know.
Love, so. Yeah, it'll be good.
It's like best of both worlds. So I am excited for that. So Disney Plus, they're at the top of their game, man. I hope they keep making all the Marvel shows. So
I hope so too.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm excited for, like, I'm not a Mandalorian person. I think I'll watch it at some point, but I just haven't. Sarah likes Mandalorian a lot.
Love it.
But I'm all about the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
With Ewan McGregor. I mean,
ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about that whenever it happens. Okay, so we'll stop rambling. We'll let you go. If you're anywhere near Tulsa, highly recommend going to the Silver Needle.
Definitely.
We will most likely go again sometime. So I don't recommend driving back to Kansas City in
torrential rain.
I don't recommend it either.
It was
And
a
I don't
mess.
recommend being a control freak. I should have turned over the wheel to someone else because I just kept getting more and more tired.
It was a mess.
But
And we had
that's
talked
me.
to mom and we called mom and she's like, well, be careful, and we're like, is it raining in Kansas City? And she's like, no. And we're like, it's gotta be raining in Kansas City. Cause we were all the way up to like Harrisonville, which is maybe 20
Harrisonville,
minutes.
yeah.
And it was still pouring. So Sarah's like, I'm gonna get off on this road and we'll go this back way because I just don't want to be on the highway anymore. As soon as we get off that road, it stops raining. Like there's no rain.
But the problem is we made it through Belton and Grandview and it was still raining. Now not
I mean it was like,
but it was
still raining.
We get off on Blue Ridge.
There's nothing.
And there's nothing.
The roads
Even
are
the
like
streets were pretty dry.
Yeah, the streets were pretty dry. And I was livid.
It was like there was a bubble in like a 10-mile radius of where we live. Basically.
I'm sorry.
And then it started raining again after we got
so
home.
Pissed that it
Because not long after I got home, I could hear it raining again.
Yeah.
It was nutty.
And then, we were supposed to get all this snow. Like it could be dusting to a half an inch and one model showed like a foot. We woke up the next morning, it's like nothing.
Like
nothing.
No, I did hear sleep that night. I heard sleep.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard anything that night. I
was tired.
Really hard. They must have closed something up on 23rd Street again because I've been watching all this traffic come and turn around in our cul-de-sac and go back. Because apparently people don't know that the dead end sign at the top of our street
means it's actually dead end.
Wait, that means you can't go through?
You
What?
can't. No, you're just gonna and it means dead end.
There is no end. The end is dead.
No end. So, but they must have, I don't know, maybe they're working on the bridge again. They closed it last weekend and so we had traffic like crazy on our street. So I don't know.
All right, well, we will let you go. I hope you have a good week. I'm playing with a pen. Can't stop playing with a pen. Hope you have a good week. Hope you get some stitching done. I hope the weather is looking up where you are. I hope that if you live anywhere near where the storms were on Wednesday, that you are safe.
Okay, safe.
Yes.
They
were bad.
And we saw some serious flooding over water.
Oh yeah, flooding was
different places. Like we couldn't even see where like lakes and rivers were, but the water was almost up to the road. So we hope everyone in those areas is safe.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to be one of those springs. So
yeah.
So take care and we will see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
See you real soon.